Hi, welcome. I am Claudia Braun, and I am here to talk to you today about the effects of your thinking on your weight loss. So for those of you who don't know me, I work with women who really struggle with stress, emotional eating, yo-yo dieting, and getting the results that they want from their eating. And my passion really is helping you to find the freedom that you're seeking. So, okay, here's the thing. Your mind is really just as powerful in your achieving your weight loss goals as what you're ingesting is. If on a regular basis you are constantly stressed, are constantly feeling bad about yourself, are judging yourself for what you're doing, for how you haven't achieved the things that you think you should, and you constantly berate yourself for the choices that you make, and no matter what you do, it's not good enough, and you constantly are in the place of feeling bad about yourself, it's going to have the same effects as eating crappy food. And our mind is so powerful. And I remember when I was struggling with my eating and with my weight, and I just bombarded myself with thinking bad things about myself, of being mean to myself, of judging myself, of looking in the mirror and constantly seeing what was wrong with me. And I could tell you all the things that were wrong with me, and I had a list of them. And I just really kept myself down and really didn't think, even though I put myself out in the world and I looked like everything was fine, inside I just really was suffering and feeling really mean and feeling bad about how I treated myself. And all of that really kept me in the struggle. And your mind is just, there's so many times throughout the day where you're making choices about food, but you're also making choices about your thinking. And you're also making choices about, what you're saying to yourself and how you're saying things to yourself. And, would you say to yourself, would you be talking to somebody else the way you're talking about yourself? And that really keeps you from achieving your goals and from being able to get out of that place of pain and suffering. And it's like not giving yourself credit for the progress that you're making. And if you're constantly looking at you haven't gotten results, and what you do doesn't get you to where you want to go, and that's just constantly being mean about how you are and where you are in your process, you constantly undermine yourself. And I know for me that, so much of my thinking, it's like I woke up and, I was in misery, really could just feel all the ways I felt like I'd let myself down, and all the ways that I, wasn't where I wanted to be or wasn't who I wanted to be. And all those ways just, kind of kept building on themselves. And so all I would see when I looked in the mirror were all my disappointments and all my failures and all the ways I wasn't living up to my potential, and all the ways that I, didn't look like who I thought I should look like. Or I'd look in my closet and I'd see all the clothes that didn't fit me, or my house and how it wasn't complete, or there was just a list of things. It's like everywhere I looked, all I could see was disappointment, and all I could see was failure. And whatever progress I did make, it wasn't good enough. So for me, it constantly got in the way of my being able to reach goals. And I see it with my clients and I work with that, it keeps the struggle going. And the mind is just constantly going. It's what the mind does. And, it's like, do you want to feed it in a way that is supporting you, or do you want to feed it in a way that's undermining your success? And get a choice all throughout the day. And, really the opportunity is to feed your mind in a healthier way. And I do believe that what we eat contributes to our thinking, and, it does build on itself. But I also believe that if we're eating well and we're constantly undermining our good actions by telling ourselves that it's a little bit too sorry, too late, then we don't really help ourselves. And if we're constantly jumping on and off the scale to prove whether or not we've, done it right, and constantly measuring ourselves by external standards, then again, we really undermine our progress. So I'm here to be a champion for your feeding your healthy mind, for you seeing what's good about you, for you really taking stock of how well you do and how well you've done. And which is why, on Wednesdays, I talk about gratitude, because gratitude really is the game changer. And when we start to pay attention to all that's going well and the progress that we've made, it builds on itself. And I know for me, when I was in the struggle, I didn't see anything good. I mean, it's like occasionally a little bit got in, but not for very long, and it didn't stick for very long. So I really wanted to come on today and have the conversation about, your mind and your thinking, and how is it working for you, or is it not working for you, and how could it start to change for you to start to see results? Because you need both. You need, to be feeding your physically with good food, but you also need to be feeding it with a healthy mind and with your thinking. And it can take practice when you have so many years of not thinking very highly of yourself, or not, of constantly judging yourself or berating yourself. So I want to hear from you, and I'd love to hear how this was for you, if it was helpful, and what you got from it. And I will look forward to seeing you in the Facebook group. And bye for now. So I hope you're having a great night. And I also do want to let you know that I have one session left for you to have a conversation with me. So I hope that you will jump on it if you're in the struggle and could use some more support, because what I know is that when we stay alone, we stay stuck. And when we reach out, we get better. So I look forward to seeing you soon. Okay, bye.